Hey, it's us. It's Sneaker Show podcast. I'm Tim. We got my bros Nathan and Shay here. We just had an amazing episode. I recapped the Sask Sneaker Show here in Saskatoon. What else did we talk about, guys? There's a big week for sneakers.
We got into a nice Kaws release that me and Fredo schemed up at. Talked about a whole lot of exclusive celebrity shoes, a whole lot of exciting stuff coming out, and yeah, we had a whole lot of laughs. I was really excited to do this one today.
Yeah, the Kaws North Face drop. We had these guys there, feet on the street in person. We got some new pairs to talk about too. Shay, what did we have?
Yeah, I had a couple new pickups over the weekend. I got to hear about Tim's eventful weekend at Sask Sneaker Show. Yeah, talked about some good pairs.
I'm out here in Saskatoon. Nathan's living in Calgary at the moment. Shay's in Medicine Hat, but there was a day this week when you guys got together and managed to cop some of that Kaws gear. So tell me about your day in the city, boys.
Yeah, so I had a tattoo booked for Friday. I ended up going up the Wednesday night just to get kind of an extra day out of everything. And then me and Nathan got the email from Source Board Shops. It's kind of a skate shop out of, I think they're only out of Calgary, but I could be wrong. Calgary and Edmonton, maybe. That they were dropping the Kaws North Face stuff. So we kind of, I don't know, we were kind of on the fence about going and like lining up super early. It's like one of those things where it's either going to be you get there an hour early and you're like third or fourth in line, or you get there an hour early and there's 100 people there already. But we went an hour early and we ended up being the third and fourth in line. We both got a tee, like the baby blue tee, and then the black free ride jacket that I think kind of everyone was after. But yeah, we ended up cashing out. It was good.
Yeah, it was super fun. Met some really cool people in the lineup. Maybe even a person or two that who we'd like to have on here. Great experience, especially because we were kind of on a whim, and it was like, do we go? Do we not? Like, we weren't really in a hurry that morning. Like, we had breakfast, we hung out a little bit, and just went down there. It was super fun. I was impressed with how many people that really wanted to wear that jacket. There was a lot of people going, "Oh, I snowboard or I ski or whatever," and like, "I want the Cause one. I want the Cause one." And as I came out of the store, a fine young gentleman asked me. He goes, "Hey, what is that jacket like weather rated for? Like, do you know the temperatures or anything like that?" And I said to him, I said, "My guy, I don't know if I look outdoorsy to you, but I did not buy this jacket to go on a hike, that's for sure. But I'm sure it's just as good as any other North Face jacket out there."
What was the retail price and what are they going for?
um,
I think
the jacket
retail
was
and
just under eight.
I think retail and the jacket was like 760 or something.
Yeah.
And then I know for the jacket and the shirt together, I know the shirt was 85 bucks, but together it was like just under 850 for both of them.
With tax.
Yeah.
Yeah. The jackets are going for about 1,000 to 1,100, depending on the size, or they were anyway. I haven't looked since I sold mine. And then the shirts are anywhere from 175 ish, give or take.
It didn't take you long to get rid of that.
Easy money, yeah. Shooting fish in a barrel.
I think we both had ours gone by end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. I got a slew of boxes right now. I got to tape up after this, but
Did they have all the Kaws gear? There was so much in this capsule.
I,
no. But they had a lot.
they had more than I thought they would, to be honest.
Yes, yeah. There was only the black jackets as far as jackets went, and there was only about six of them. They had a few fleece, and then fleeces,
Yeah.
I wanted that fleece.
fleeces. I don't know. Yeah,
That
the
fleece was tough, dude.
it was. Yeah, they
If
had
they had big and tall, I would have scooped.
yeah, that double XL like the rap magazine. Um, yeah, they had two or three different colors of the short sleeves, and I think two colors of the long sleeves, and maybe a hoodie, and then the balaclavas they had. So it was a good lineup. Oh, and the pants that matched the black jacket. The pants were there too.
It seems like those nuptsies are the ones to try to track down, but they didn't have any of those.
No, none of them Puff Daddies there. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mitts are rad too, because then you kind of look like a Kaws figurine. They got the X's right on them. It turns you into that character. But no mitts, no beanies.
None of that.
So what else is going on in Cowtown? Couple of
Uh,
wild boys on the out wild and out. Got money to burn.
yeah, that's it. Um, Popped on down to less 17 and ended up with a pair of Midas Gold Dunks that went straight to our good friend 403 Fredo almost immediately. Like I wasn't even home yet, and he was already. It wasn't even like, "Will you take this?" It was like, "How much do you want?" So it's you know,
Just let
always
me
a
know
good.
how much, and I'll send it over.
Yeah, yeah. So I made sure I took his head clean off. I don't think I've ever charged anybody more for a parachute. Kidding. For anybody that thinks I do that, I'm kidding. Everybody came out really well there, especially me. But anyway, yeah, no, a sick pair of shoes, really, and I knew he had wanted them, so it was a no-brainer. And yeah, it was fun to pop in. It's fun to get stuff same day, right? It's fun. It's exciting. I'm fortunate to have a couple days off class here, and it's been great.
Did you pick anything else up over the weekend, Nathan?
Mm.
Oh, I guess that hat. I think I
Yeah,
might have been up.
yeah, that was completely separate. I did get a pair of those the black and white New Balance 550s last week. Missed the Marina Blue ones in store as I was in class when that happened. But I did get a pair off Foot Locker, so I'm looking forward to see it or reviewing those and showing everybody on the Instagram because we got shoes on there, baby. Um,
Yeah, you can see the Midas that we were just talking about. Sneaker Show podcast on Instagram. Fredo, just speak up while you're holding it to the camera so that it features your screen. It might have skipped over you.
The shoe?
Yeah, yeah. Now speak on it, brother.
Yeah. I don't know. The red on it is actually really nice. It's more of like a maroon. The colors are, in my opinion, anyway, they're a lot nicer in person than in the pictures. But I don't know. Considering these are yellow dunk lows, it gives me a reason to age my golden or yeah, my golden rods now.
Aha. What'd you end up paying for those, bro?
no, 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 no.
What was retail on them? 140?
Yeah, like 145.
Yeah, I got them off Nathan for 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, something around that. And I think they're going for like 240, 260 right now. So
Yeah, when I looked, they were last sale was 265.
yeah.
So on StockX, so I mean, add your fees and whatever, you're looking at 300 bones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to hear about you fellas.
Yeah, I want to hear about
pickups
your
happen.
weekend.
Yeah, yeah, I think we need the real story here, Tim.
I can share some stories from the Sask Sneaker Show, and we got a bunch of pictures to look at too. There's the halftime threes that Eminem had on. We got some Fat Joe pictures to look at.
Again.
We got guys dunking in Timberlands. I did get a new pickup, and maybe we'll start there. So this might be a little bit out of order for the screen sharing. Let me see if I can bring it up properly here. Hang on, hang on. Let's start with Eminem. We can get to the Sask Sneaker Show. Sorry, we'll tease it for now. This won't take long. It's just a special pair for the halftime show. Boys, what do you think about the real Slim Shady here?
I think that I don't know. From when I was watching, I saw like the because I watched the halftime show live. I saw like his logo on the front, but there wasn't any like shots where you could see the back. And I don't know. I thought that they're kind of whatever, but I saw the pictures with the back tab, and that's definitely cool. I find with like even with P's, there's not like a whole lot that people do for like the back tab, other than like the organ P's and that kind of stuff. So the fact that they did something like this was super cool.
Yeah, that I just love to see it, right? Like I'm not a big Eminem guy. I'm not really a big Fire Red 3 guy. but it's just always nice to see. It's something new. I think these are super cool. That translucent outsole there is wicked, and it just becomes another one of those mythical pairs in the whole sneaker lore. So it's just always good to see.
Explain to me what's happening here. We're looking at dunk contests, All-Star Weekend. There was a lot to see. It's a big weekend for sneakerheads. This you never see. What happened? Who is this?
It's Cole Anthony, and he laced up the Timberlands for the dunk contest, which is impressive because he may as well have just tied like 2 8-pound weights to his legs. Still got up there.
I wish he would have put a Yankee fitted on. That would have been like the cherry on top.
Truly.
We were talking though, even like because when we were watching it, we were talking about like some of the judges. Like I don't know if people understand how like heavy Tims actually are. So to be able to get up and actually like do a like solid dunk in a pair of Tims is very impressive.
I couldn't imagine running in those more than anything, I think. But yeah, this is a huge New York moment, right? This is like when Jadakiss did the "Who Shot You" freestyle at the Dipset verses. It's a New York moment. This is history right here.
It's like when you see the guys doing dips at the gym and they got the weight belt on and you got like the 45 pounds in between. It's extra impressive. It's like when you see guys jumping out of the pool when they jump straight out the water, like impossible. While we're talking news, can you describe the pair we're looking at, where it came from, why it's so exciting to see this out in the real world?
Yeah, I'll hop right on that. So this is the Tom Sachs Nike collab. This is called the General Purpose Shoe. This is a, what do they call that? Like a coconut milk upper. We got some canvas there, mesh maybe on the tongue. Couple nice blue pull tabs on the tongue and the heel to make sure you get right in there. This is an everyday shoe. This is quite literally the general purpose. That name fits it. It's got that waffle outsole like we see on the Sakai's and well the regular Nike waffles, the classic Nike waffle. And I don't know if we'd be proper to call that a gum midsole because it kind of looks like more of a brown to me. I don't know about you fellas, but this is a big deal. Tom Sachs is, I guess, what you could say, a contemporary artist. His other Nike collabs fetch big money, so this is a big deal. Devin Booker had him on, and the all-star staff, like the people throwing the balls and holding the racks and whatever, they had him on too. So they were laced right up. And I know Fredo loves these.
Oh yeah, dude. I can definitely see myself getting these to like teach in because they're pretty like low key, but I feel like these are one of those like if you know kind of things. But I know Nathan can vouch for this, but like the OG Tom Sachs, like the 1.0, that's like 15 bands right now, is the absolute holy grail of holy grails for me. But no, these are hard. These are definitely more acquirable, I think.
You'd hope. Tim, this is a Tim Stone shoe, is it not?
Bro, I'm about wearability. What
That's
can
I'm
you not
saying.
wear that with?
Swimming trunks? The only place you're not going to wear that is the pool, my guy.
Is it going to be more available? Is compared to
hope
the
so.
1.0?
From what the like rumors and stuff are saying, yes, it'll be a general release and it'll be out there. There is that that Mars Yard Overreact shoe, and that was pretty easy to get. And I think they're still pretty easy to get, so I'm kind of thinking this will follow that lineage. Maybe these are a little more sought after because they got that Tom Sachs box, right? So that's pretty cool. But I guess we're gonna find out. For Fredo's sake, I hope they're not too expensive.
Retail on that overshoe was wild. It was like $700.
Yeah.
So the overshoe and the Mars Yard, they were connected, right? Can you speak on that for a second? Because that confused me.
Yeah,
Fredo,
so
that's you.
there's a Mars Yard one. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this. But there's a 1.0 and a 2.0. And I think the 2.0 is from one of the like space camps that he did. And then they did the overshoot, which was like a lot more GR than both of those. I don't even know how the like 1.0 and 2.0 released, but with the with the overshoot, you can like cut the top part off, and then it looks like very similar to the 1.0 and 2.0. It just has like the weird little buckles on it, but
Different outsole as well.
yeah.
There's a cat here in Saskatoon who did that. This guy Carter Bergster is his Instagram, Bergster. And he's one of the guys he's like one of the first guys who was like, you can buy and sell shoes on Facebook. He's one of those cats like really early on in my time. And I remember looking at his Instagram going, what's going on here? And he was getting all crafty, cutting and pasting and like removing that wacky white Star Wars or overshoe thing. And then he's wearing these just very simple beige with a little hit of red Nikes that I was like, whatever, those are all right. But he posted in one of the Facebook groups like a what you wearing kind of thing, just a shot of what was going on, and everybody thought it was the real Mars Yards, So, and he's got them on with like Carhartts on the work site, so it was opened my eyes to what's going on here. If we're talking about limited shoes, is there anything more limited than this? What's going on here?
That is the well, the most limited thing in here is all that pee Gunna's got. That's there's no more. He's pushing
Those
pee.
gloves, dude.
Oh yeah,
He's just sweating up there.
dude. He's ready to pull a pizza out of the oven. Hey, those are the those are the Delicio snatchers if I ever seen them. He's pushing P with them patent leather ones on too. But what we're really here to talk about is DJ Khaled. Believe it or not, that's not Shay behind Gunna there. He's got the Manila Jordan 4s on, and that's Manila like the place in the Philippines. Those are limited to 150 pairs, so special pair to see out and about. There he is with Lil Baby. What are we thinking on those guys? Like if we're talking the Manilas or the Wahlburger 4s, which are you taking?
I'm taking Wahlburgers. Not even like we'll both go for a bag, but I think the green and like the materials on the Wahlburgers is way better.
Yeah, I'd have to see them side by side because this is so new and limited to me. That's my guess. I was like, oh, it looks like Khaled's in the Wahlburgers, but it's a different story.
These ones are more like black because we were talking about it when he came out, and when you see them like side by side, these ones are definitely more like black. The Wahlburgers are more of like a solid, I guess you could say.
The Wahlburgers look a lot like that slew of peas that came out, Tim, like the Alabama and the Georgetown and stuff
Yeah.
like that, where they had that like transparent like the wings on the side or the whatever
Like
you know what
plastic tab.
Yeah.
crow
Yeah.
wings or whatever they call them. Those were kind of clear hitters, and then with the translucent outsole and stuff like that. So definitely, like Fredo's saying, a brighter pair, a lot less black.
Those Manilas. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
No, keep going.
Those Manilas too. I don't know if I'm thinking of the right shoe, but I want to say they released those first come first serve because it was in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
And they made you wear them out because for a bit there was no DS pairs. They like made you wear them out of the store, and there was guys like duck walking out, so they increase them.
And shout out the Philippines and everything, but I don't know if that's a place maybe to be rocking your kicks like that.
We got one more super limited thing to look at.
Heyo. We got Fat Joe in what they're just calling right now the unreleased Jordan 3. Like, stop me if I'm wrong here, but do these not look like they're completely 3M? Like, do these not look totally
100%.
reflective? Like, if you were to put the flash on those, you get flashed right back. What are we feeling here, guys?
Also, that's such a like Fat Joe outfit, just like gray sweatpants with like a never before seen shoe.
Got the chinchilla on. Hey, that's a Frank Lucas jacket right there.
You guys seeing Forrest Whitaker in this picture too?
That's, oh my God, yeah, that's him. Hey,
I think that's Forrest Whitaker right there wearing
yeah.
blazers.
No, you're right. That's absolutely Forrest
He looks
Whitaker.
like that old guy meme who just looks like super disappointed at the world.
What are these brown ones over here?
Oh, we had to look this up last night too. Those just came out. That's that brown, burgundy, green.
Oh, yeah,
We had to
yeah, yeah.
we had to look up the name last night when we were watching too, and it took us a minute here. So, pardon me. Handcrafted is what they're called.
Handcraft. Yeah, I was gonna guess like multi-use or some weird like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like stitched to something or other, but yeah, handcrafted. So now everybody doesn't have to Google it like we did.
Fat Joe, everybody.
He's
Legend.
all the way up.
This is if we can shift gears into the Sask Sneaker Show. Let me just set it up here first. It's been a couple years. Sask Sneaker Show was back. We're at TCU Place. My son and I went. He's 8 years old. He was in UNC 4s. I was in the Air Max Patas. It felt really good to be the only guy in a pair of shoes. I didn't see any other Monarchs around. There was one guy selling the wavy blue ones, but a couple of people, getting the rubber necks on you. That was fun. We parked underground at the mall because I'm a genius, so you can
Yes.
get in from the mall to the auditorium. But of course, we get to the door where you can do this and save your shoes from being outside in the snow and muck. And it's like a warm day where everything's melting. It was disgusting. And there's a sign that says, "No, you can't use this convenient hallway because of COVID," or some bullshit like that. That's what it said. Because of COVID, you can't use this hallway. So we walk outside into the brown, slushy disgustingness. And that's how we entered, with dirty shoes. But whatever. He's put his weight into these 4s already anyways. So we're at the sneaker show, and I'm gonna take you through a couple pairs. I was looking to buy grails. I'm not here just to buy any old thing. I really had my eyes on those off-white 4s we were talking about last week. I was praying that there would be a size 11 women's in the off-white 4s. And spoiler alert, there were some off-white 4s. We'll get to that. But I was really considering buying this shoe right here. This is the Travis Scott Fragment Low. 2 racks, and it's not my size. That was a 9. I'm 9.5. And I'm not going to just squeeze it, but that was the only one, other than there was a guy wearing a pair size 10, and God damn, it looked good. The leather on that swoosh looks incredible, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
That low is like probably my favorite Travis shoe that he's done.
Oh.
And the high frag is probably my least favorite one that he's done. These ones turned out so good, especially with like the cream laces. They look so good on foot.
Wicked pair in hand.
This was my first time seeing them in hand. All I could think of was when they cost $1,000, and we were like, "Oh, who's gonna spend $1,000 on these?" We should have bought every single $1,000 pair of these, and probably even now should buy the $2,000. Like to have these dead stock would be. That's what I'm aspiring for.
These aren't gonna go down.
I did end up buying a pair of Travis Scott shoes. Not these, though. I was also looking at the SBs, the bandana joints with the rope laces. And the guy who runs Sask Sneaker Show, Omar, shout out Omar, had these on, looking fresh all day. Omar ended up buying the mummy dunks off our friend Logan from Canadian Grails. Straight to foot, peeled these off, put the mummies on, and ran away. It was a really good day. No one messing around. It was serious. There were some off-white pairs. There were several from the 50, and they were charging $800 for these. Have you guys had any of the 50 in hand? The silver swoosh on this turned me off immediately. I don't know how you feel.
Those were 800?
Yeah.
What size were those?
That was me, 9.5. Yeah.
God damn. It's a good thing it wasn't 11 and a half or 12.
That's one of the nicer pairs, I think. Hey, I seen
I,
one of the leather pairs in hand, and I thought it was nice. I saw one of the canvas pairs in hand, and I couldn't believe anybody pays like real money for the canvas pairs. They're not good. They're lumpy, almost like all those stitch. No, but like with those extra little stitches and the exaggerated swoosh and
Mhm.
everything, the shoe doesn't keep shape. And so you look at the inside of it, and it's like it's lumpy is the only way to put it, and it's everything. It looks a little warped, you know.
I think this one was my favorite of the 50. And then
Yeah.
like every suede pair, all the suede pairs of suede on them look so nice.
Well, there was like a poor man's version. This guy, though, 480 he's saying for this. I had a chance to get him for retail. I should have just stepped up and made it happen in that moment. I couldn't do it. We were just talking about Dunk Retro. 140, 150 with tax. Are you kidding me? $500 for this? You might as well get the actual off-whites if you're spending that kind of money.
Facts.
Yeah.
What is this called? Is this Photon or Phantom?
I
Dude,
think
there's
it's,
so many iterations of it.
I think this one's the Photon Gray. I think you're right.
Super wearable. All I could think was I have 5 or 6 different New Balances that are that color that I want to wear before I wear these, so I passed. Now,
Oh,
we got the Rich Paul 550s in hand. My size.
what?
Yeah. This guy's charging, close to $600. It was nuts. This guy, I don't even want to mention who this guy was. This rack was like,
Oh, call him out.
Yeah, air them out.
honestly, I can't even remember his name. I just remember pointing over there and being like, that guy's charging a lot. And then hanging out with some people that I know, and they were like, yeah, I wouldn't charge you that much. So
You'd have
I'd
to
never
be
actually seen these in hand until this past weekend at J&J Drip. Shout out Jamal and Trey. But no, these are sweet.
Well, and if you'd like a real good look at them, there are some pictures of these in hand that we took on Sneaker Show podcast Instagram. Shameless plug. Tim, for 600, you'd have to be rich Tim to buy these Rich Pauls. Hey.
hey, right now I'm just regular Tim, but maybe
Well,
one day.
I don't know. We talk about that purchase you made here. We might be calling you Rich Tim.
Oh, that's true. I did spend a little money.
Ooh,
Hard.
First time having these in hand, the social status velvet dunks. They got the chocolate milk, they got the strawberry milk. So because I had them side by side, I could see the difference.
brown to pink. Hey.
Well, yeah, but it reverses, it yin yang. So you see how this is leather on the outside,
Oh.
and then like the underlayer is that velvet. On the strawberries, it's reversed. It's leather on the bottom, and then whoa. You see
Yeah.
how that goes?
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. I would not have noticed that.
I like the rope laces, but honestly, with these in hand, I'm not as jacked on them as we once were. There was a day when I would have been like, oh, the swoosh, very cool, the gel sort of rubbery swoosh thing, but let's be real. If we're spending $500, what are we really going to spend it on?
Well, not those for 500, but
If you say no to enough $500 shoes, you can say yes to the $2,000 shoes.
yeah, follow us for more financial advice. Get rich quick.
We were really lucky. We had early access. My son and I got the lanyards on. Show opens at noon. It's 11:30. We get a first look. I go in. I go, where's the off-white 4s? I found them. They're right over by the Sean Witherspoons. This guy had the grails laid out. I flip it over and it says size 10.5. Thank God, because it was 2,100. If it was my size though, I'm not kidding. These will be mine one day.
You just gotta
Shout
skip
out.
out on like 2 more pairs, and you got enough money to cop these, dude.
I go to
Or,
a couple more of these sneaker shows and come home empty-handed, and I can afford it.
well, I'm kind of thinking, about what these would cost and then about what you spent on, I won't announce it yet, I'll leave that for you, but the shoe you bought, and then, that remaining money in between, like there's still, there's still one crazy pair, or a few wild ones in between there too. I'm just going off of your numbers, okay?
You're using my logic against me.
Well, I wouldn't say against you.
Yeah, you're on my side. I got you. I did end up making a purchase. So it's wild how this worked out. I think we're gonna run out of time. I wonder if I can wrap this up in 3 minutes.
Let's just hop back in. Get
Okay.
passionate about this. They want to hear it.
Okay.
We got 40 minutes of lead up.
Okay. All right. We'll come right back. Yeah, we'll finish this story. I'll tell you what's in the box. What's in the box? Okay. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back. So we still got 2 pairs we're going to talk about, some Jordan 6s and another Air Max. Yo, it's going to be the year for the Air Max 1. Those concept Air Max 1s, I just want to mention real quick, LeBron was wearing them the other day. Did you see that? They look even better, the denim and the bandana. Okay, dramatic conclusion to the Sask Sneaker Show. They were doing the $1 chunky dunky. So you can start buying tickets on this for $1 at noon, and they're going to draw at 4 o'clock. Last sale on the size 9 chunky dunky is $1,900. If we get Omar to come on this podcast, I want to know how much money they made. How much do you think in 4 hours? Guys were coming up buying $50 in tickets, but like, are you going to make $2,000? Are you even going to break even? I have no idea, but so I gave him $10. I bought this shirt and I gave him $10 on the chunky dunky, and I totally forgot that I got these tickets in my pocket. My son and I left. It's 2:30. We're at home. He's like, "Hey, what about that shoe we were going to win with the cow print on it?" And I was like, "Oh my God, we got to be there for that." I could have easily left the tickets with JV from 306 Souls. He's an honest guy. He would have totally been there for me. Whatever. We're like, we'll jump back in the car. We got the wristbands anyways. I was like, I'll park in the 5-minute parking. I'll run in, win the shoes, come back out. We'll take off. So he's waiting in the car. It's 4 o'clock and I'm waiting and they're not doing the draw. And I happen to be standing at this table and I was looking at these shoes that happen to be my size that I've always kind of liked. And the price seems about right. And the next thing you know, I'm spending $600 on a pair of shoes. Now, this is the shoe that I purchased, and I couldn't be happier about my first Travis Scott purchase. The Air Force One, my first ever pair of Air Force Ones.
Cool.
Fire. Are you leaving the tongue thing off? The zipper?
I couldn't get it off fast enough. Right?
Thank God.
God, what a pain in the ass to get it off. It's hooked into all the laces. It's so
you gotta unlace the whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
So annoying.
I thought it'd be Velcro or something, but no, it's even dumber than that. So just super, super happy with this purchase. And I got a little more of that to share with you here. What else did I have for pictures? Yeah, when they came home.
Oh.
Get them on your feet.
You paid a good price for those too.
It was funny because it was the end of the day, and so the guy's Treaty 6 Drip is the guy, and he was selling them for someone else, for his buddy that couldn't be there. So it was like by proxy, and he says to me, "They're $650, but that's negotiable." Like,
so they're not $650.
So not $650 then, bro? Yeah. The Rattlers were there, this local basketball team. We're looking at a picture of my son. I only bring this up because on the other side of this is where the whole sneaker show is. And Wolf, he just kept airballing it over the top into the crowd. People taking him right in the face. He was so embarrassed. He kept doing it because the guy kept on saying, it happens all the time. What are we going to do? Yeah, so that's my Sask Sneaker Show experience. There were several moments of meeting people we've only talked to online, and big interest in coming on the podcast. And it just, like you guys hanging out in person in Calgary, it's been a long time and it felt really good. So let's wrap on a couple of new pairs.
Yeah, we got the UNC Jordan 6. So this will be releasing March 5th at a retail price of 210 USD in full family sizing. So we got a university blue nubuck base with white leather overlays, and let's see, it's got navy details throughout. Has a woven. I don't know. It's got a jock tag stitched on the heel, and it sits on top of that icy translucent sole. We don't really talk about sixes a whole lot on here. Curious to see what your guys' take is on these.
I like them. I have a few sixes. My only complaint, and this will probably be the weirdest complaint you hear, is I wish the tongue was black. It's that light blue that kind of throws it off for me. But other than that, I like these. With this, I use this in quotations, but PE series they've done, the materials are always A1, so you're getting a good pair for the price, I would assume. Clean colorway, UNC colorway, we know what that means. But yeah, it's that blue tongue up top there that's killing it for me.
Tim, what do you think of these?
Clean for sure. I will never wear a basketball specific shoe like this. That's a tough one for me. I'd need to start from the head all the way down to the toe. I can't just take these home. This is a whole new project. You gonna wear them, Shazos?
I don't know. I've never had a pair of sixes. I think they'd be a good start, maybe. I don't know how I'd look in them.
Hot.
Yeah. Fire.
If anybody was wondering.
Oh, I don't know. I think it'd be a good one to start. I've never been like huge into sixes, but that UNC blue is super nice. Definitely be a good pair to get in on.
You're looking good in those Kentucky blues the other day. That picture of you guys holding those source bags is hard.
Dude, I pulled them out of my suitcase today and they looked absolutely fried. Looked like I went to Vietnam and back. They were bad. Had to clean them up a bit.
I still haven't got all the dirt off my pandas from that day. I don't know what it was. Yeah, we were in the trenches that day.
Yeah, dude.
For real. Yeah. Everybody's got their own personal Vietnam, so. Yes, sir. Let's go. What we're looking at here is a super limited, more limited than those Manila Jordan 4s, technically. Tinker Hatfield did these up, and these are limited to 120 pairs that will be given to the owners of an NFT called Ducks of a Feather. We're not going to hop into the whole NFT thing. For those of you that don't know, it's an art piece that you have on your phone, and we'll leave it at that.
Beautiful. So well said.
This Air Max one is so nice. We've got the multicolored striped Duckman logo, they call that. And that's going to be one of the best logos in sports, honestly, that Oregon Ducks. So multicolored stripes on that guy, almost like when your old TV used to go blank, right? Like the colors across there. Same on the swoosh. And then we got every color of green on this, it looks like. Oh, boy. Like even green, that air bubble component in there, like seeing green. All right, so this is super cool. Great perk to buying an NFT, I assume. Hey, super cool. Always special, I guess, when you see Tinker get his hands on a pair like that. I thought this was a PE at first, and was very shocked to find out that it had nothing to do with the school or anything like that. I'm a huge fan of these. Fairly certain Shay would be too, and I guess we'll just have to see where Tim falls.
I'll say this: I'm in. I'm sold. I love the duck. I love the multi greens, forest green, slime green, then the white lace. It's something special. I like it more than the Manila 4s we were looking at. I want all the Air Maxes this year.
I know this won't be like a $2,000 shoe, but I would definitely spend $2,000 on that shoe. Those are sick. I love those.
So what if we played rock paper skippers? What would you end up doing?
So we've got the UNC 6, our NFT Duckman, and then what's our third?
Well, it could be either those crazy threes that Fat Joe had on, or it could be these Travis Forces right here.
Let's do the Travs.
Okay.
So I think we're all gonna paper those threes for about 20 racks.
So we got UNC 6 NFT Air Maxes and the Travis Air Forces. One to wear, one to sell, one to skip. Is that it?
Let's swap out that 6 because all 3 of us are gonna skip that 6,
Yeah.
dude. It's a $300 shoe.
That made it too easy.
Yeah, we gotta make this a little harder. Let's do that. Let's throw the Eminem in place of the 6.
Okay, yeah, the Slim Shady
Yeah,
threes.
let's do
Okay.
that. Yes.
Well, those will be worth a bag and a half. There's like one of those, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have
So
we gone
just the
too
same
high?
as the UNCs, we're just gonna sell that.
What can we do? What's more in the middle? Do we need to take the NFT duck out? Is that the issue?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my feelings hurt. We're all gonna skip the shoe that I just spent $600 on.
Maybe that's the one we need to take out. Okay, no, let's do a top tier one, and then we'll do a more affordable one. So the first one we'll do the NFT duck, the Eminem 3, and then the Manila 4. Okay, that's number one. And
there
then
we
the
go.
other one, we can do the Trav 6. We can do, or not the Travs. The UNC 6, the Travis Air Force, and then the third one, Gunna had the patent breads on. Let's just throw that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's keep this in the right tier. Okay. It's
Okay.
a double feature.
This is fair. All right. Top tier then. Rock, paper, skippers.
All right. I'll just hop right in. So for the top tier one, I'm gonna rock the NFT duck. I think that's the one. And I got this newfound love for Air Maxes. They're comfy. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's the innovation, hey? I like that. So, and then I'm gonna paper the M&Ms and I'm gonna skip the Manilas. Is how that's gonna go.
Whoa.
Yeah. I am the exact same. What do you think those M&Ms would be worth?
Probably as much as any of his other ones, right?
Maybe more.
Like Justin Timberlake did the halftime show and he had a pair of threes, but those ended up being a release, right? Is that the Katrina 3?
No.
They're similar though.
It's yeah.
His are the JTH, and so it looks like the Cement 3, but it's got the swoosh on it, that Tinker Hatfield one.
Oh yeah, the Tinker. Yeah.
His was a version of that, and it was a a white cement version is the word I'm looking for there. Yep.
And then there was like a tan pair of that.
That pair's sick.
Yeah, I actually want those. Yeah.
Man of the Woods. That's what those are called.
Yeah, so I'll definitely sell the M&Ms. That's going to be worth more than the Manilas, hey?
It's got to be.
And I got to be like, Khaled, you know me, so I'm wearing the 4s.
Keep going.
No, I for real want those green duck. If that's like less than $1,000, we're talking. I want that to happen. I want that.
Dude, I don't think that NFT is less than $1,000.
Yes, that's true. Okay, well then let's talk affordable. We got the UNC 6, we've got the Travis Air Force, and we got those shiny patent breads. Rock, paper, skippers. Shayzo.
I am going to be rocking the Trav Air Forces. That is one shoe that I sold that I kind of miss. Maybe we'll get another one in the future here, but I'm rocking those. I'm skipping those patent leather ones. I can't stand patent leather. I beat shoes up, so when I wear them once, they just look absolutely cooked. And then I don't even know if those 6s will have any resale. I'm assuming they will for a bit, but I'll paper those.
It's a UNC color. Again, that's just
Yeah, but it's sick. No one gives a shit about 6s.
Yeah, until Travis does them. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, there's 6s that are out there. I would be willing to put money on that if we looked right now that the Infrared 6, like that 2019 release with the Nike Air, probably isn't too far off of those Travis Air Forces. So
Yeah, that's fair.
just putting that into the ether, okay? Let's be fair here. And I have 6s is why I'm defending them.
The ones you have are like burgundy, right?
I have 2 pairs. I do. I have the maroon 6. That's an OG Nike Air on the back, little maroon hits on the midsole, maroon tongue, maroon Jumpman. I actually had them on.
Where'd you get those ones?
I got them from my boyfriend for Christmas.
Fucking rights, you did.
403 Fredo. Anyways, not this year though. It was last year, year before. Anyways, doesn't matter. I was rocking those when I went and picked up those Midas Gold, so they knew I was. They thought, wow, this guy really likes sneakers and isn't gonna resell these, I'm sure. So, and then I have the Gatorade 6s, the orange and white and black pair, not the green pair. I wanted the green pair too, it just never happened. That one's out of my hands at this point, I think now. But yeah, I got that orange, white, and black. That was a much more affordable option than the shattered backboard for a young Nathan that was getting into sneakers, and probably I think one of the first ones I picked up like in store for retail too. So it's special. Anyways, oh yeah, rock paper skipper. I'm off the rails. We're gonna be cutting this into 3 parts. I'm rocking the Travises just because that's a great shoe, best one of the 3 for sure. I'll paper the patent bred ones because I feel like maybe there's more money there than there is the UNCs, and I'll skip the UNCs.
Yeah, that's my debate if the patents are worth more than the UNCs, and I guess we're talking about tens of dollars in difference here. So the important thing is I got a pair of shoes that I like even more now that I have them. Like, did you know there's corduroy? Did you know that one swoosh was the camo? I did not know this stuff. That whole side of it is the sexier side.
Did not know that until Shay had them, but.
And Shay, you put your weight into them, bro? You wore them a bit and then got rid of them?
Yeah, I wore them like a good amount actually. And then I sold those to fund the Travis Scott 1 lows, the OG ones.
I absolutely need those. I would take both of the Travis lows. Why didn't we buy them when they were only 1,000? Why did
that's like that's my most regrettable sell, I think.
How much did you let them go for?
I want to say like 1,100. I still like made like $50 on them, but I don't know. Just with everything now, I wish I kept them.
Yeah. Well, boys, that was really fun. I don't know what else to end on other than just a real thank you to anybody who makes it this far. If you watch all the way to the end, if you listen all the way to the end, thanks for being a ride or die Sneaker Show podcast family member. Maybe you're somebody I met out at the show this weekend. Maybe you're somebody who should be on this show one day. This is about the sneaker community, and it really feels like we're doing something here. It's really connecting. So thanks for riding with us is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're doing the Lord's work at this point.
PTL, you know what I'm saying? Praise the Lord.
Gang, gang.